pleased for you to see our new headquarters. It is not big, but it's stealth. And that's kind of like our campaign. You know what? We just get out there and we work and we show up and we show up some more and we just work hard. And, that's what we're going to keep doing. We're not about being big and we're not about millions of dollars. We're about you in this room, the people of Colorado, and with the great team we put together, and I'm going to introduce you to them tonight.
But wait, if anybody has $1 million?
And, to have people driving down from Broomfield and a gentleman just left from Greeley, that is just so awesome that people made the trip down here to spend this time with us. I'm just going to talk for a couple of minutes. This is more about you meeting our staff, and we have a surprise tonight that I didn't even know about until I was driving down here that we're really proud of. So anyway, as you've heard me say, we are not the regular campaign. I'm not a career politician. I'm not a lawyer or a lobbyist. And that seems to be acceptable this time around, right? And so we're going to keep working that angle. And we have now crossed over 50,000 miles on 2 cars, one that I ran into a guardrail many months ago, and then I don't have a pickup truck, I'm sorry, but I do have a 2003 Chevy Impala, and many people are glad to see that American car pull up when they're thinking about who they want to vote for. So I think that was a good decision. You know what? Bill Ritter hired 4,000 people in the last 3.5 years in this state, and I think the first thing we need to do is downsize some 4,000 jobs in this state. I'm already being told, oh, no, you can't do that. There's constitutional protections, and that just wouldn't be the right thing to do right now. Well, you know what? Just watch me. We're going to find a way to downsize this government. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is we're going to bring this energy industry back into this state. We're going to beg forgiveness for what Bill Ritter did to that industry. We're going to get hundreds of millions of dollars back into this state. That's going to drive right down into small and medium businesses and companies like Harbor Lumber, based in Grand Junction, who's closed lumber yards this year because of the downsizing of the energy industry out there. And now we hear Democrats saying, oh, no, it wasn't the energy industry, it's just the economy in general. No, Bill Ritter chased it out of the state, and let's not misunderstand that. So we downsize our government, we bring in energy revenue and small business jobs, and then don't fall over, folks, but then we talk about cutting taxes and really stimulating our state economy.
Yep.
I'm going to wrap up on the Constitution because it seems to be something folks like talking about right now. You know what? In the business world, I was a franchisee. We had franchisees and we had franchisors. And as an independent franchisee and a businessman with 25 years of experience, I would tell people, yes, Ben. Hi, buddy.
Family first, Dan.
He's talking to his movie back there. Gosh, now, and the Constitution is a franchisee. A lot of times the franchisor would try to tell us how we needed to run our business and try to ram things down our throats, and we would stand on our own, and we would say, thank you, but no thank you. We will run our own successful entity as a business person, and you know what? Colorado is that franchise, and Washington is the franchisor. And I say to Washington, I want one thing from you. Protect my family, protect my home, protect my county, protect my state from enemies, domestic and foreign, and that's what I want you to do, and otherwise keep your nose out of our state's business. And I know some of you folks are probably still trying to figure out, does he really mean that? I mean, talk is cheap, does he really mean it? I've stood up against some pretty powerful people in the last couple of months in this campaign. Some people tried to run us out. I said, no, thank you. I'm sticking around. The people of Colorado deserve a true conservative, not someone who just talks it, but someone who walks it. And I'm going to keep doing it for you as we move forward. Thank you again for being here. I'm going to bring up Charles from Hear Us Now, and they've got a surprise for us tonight.
Dan, thank you for having us tonight.
Sure, thank you.
My name is Charles Patrikoff. I'm a representative of the organization called Hear Us Now. We're just a committee of folks that like to do political research. We're all a bunch of news junkies, and to make a long story short, we have been going through all the candidates and doing lots of research. And Dan, you are going to be our very first endorsement.
All right.
I would like to read the endorsement to everyone, and basically this will be a press release. It says, Hear Us Now, the original group to begin the Tea Party and 9/12 movements in Colorado a little over a year ago, endorses Dan Maes for governor of Colorado. Hear Us Now is delighted to announce our unanimous decision to endorse the people's candidate, Mr. Dan Maes, to become the next governor of the great state of Colorado. In making its endorsement, Hear Us Now considered Mr. Maes' commitment to upholding the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the state of Colorado. We just heard that, didn't we? In addition, Hear Us Now appreciates Mr. Maes' expressed commitment to protect the sanctity of life at all phases, cut taxes and spending, reduce and remove restrictive regulations on businesses, and to stand for our founding principles to preserve our God-given rights, the only legitimate purpose for the existence of government. Since Mr. Maes announced his gubernatorial candidacy, the members of Hear Us Now have watched and examined him to discover his character. Of all the candidates for governor, he has been consistent in his support of Tea Party and 9/12 rallies. When he has said he will show up to an event, forum, or town hall meeting, he has kept his word. Hear Us Now is the official organizer of this year's April 15th Tax Day Tea Party on the west-facing steps of the Colorado State Capitol building. Hear Us Now extends our invitation to Mr. Maes to address this gathering of Colorado citizens seeking future executive leadership for our state.